Wait, hello, my fellow car modelers. How are you doing today? I hadn't done a reaction in a while to round two models' latest past couple of videos they put out. The December one I haven't even watched yet, so it's a little late. It's actually Christmas Eve while I'm recording a Christmas Eve morning, and I thought I would do a quick reaction to it because I have no idea what they showed. I haven't been paying much attention to any of the talk. So let's take a look, see if there's anything worthwhile in looking at. Let's pull up their video here and we're going to take a look at this and see what's happening. And we'll give their little introduction. At the end of this video, we're just going to scrub through, take a look at.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the new at Round 2 product spotlight.
We're gonna scrub through and we'll take a quick look at just the car model stuff. If you want to take a look at their whole video, at the end of this video there will be a link directly to their channel and this video. So we'll see what is going on. Here we go.
This is the final product spotlight for December 2025. We've got a really exciting month to round out the end of this year. So for the model kit guys, there are 12 model kits we're going to show you, including 4 sci-fi kits, some new tooling for some automotive kits, where we've got 7 automotive kits and a big rig kit also in that mix. We've got in 1/64th diecast a new release of Johnny Lightning collector tins.
Right, so
we've got a new release.
So real quick, we're gonna go fly on into the car stuff. So let's take a look at that. That's what we're really interested here on this channel. Just scrub through. Now, I am a huge sci-fi fan, so I found a lot of their sci-fi stuff they're coming out with really cool, especially this Eagle. But if you want to check out that part of the video, go at the end of this video. There'll be a link directly to this video to watch it all. Right, again, we're just going to concentrate on the model car kits. There also was some really cool die casts, but this is the part we're getting into. So let's roll it.
We're going to show you guys what we've got for automotive models. So for the automotive kits, I mentioned we have 8 kits, 7 that are car size kits and 1 big rig kit. So jumping into it, we'll start with the ones that have the new tooling in them. Beginning with the AMT 2021 Dodge Charger Hellcat Red Eye Wide Body. Now, this kit is long awaited. We've done the 2021 Charger as the RT. We've done the cop car. The Hellcat is a super great kit. Any of you guys who built the RT or the police car version know that this is really crisp, great brand new tooling.
Hey, I gotta say something about this. I am interested in this kit. I wish they would do a Challenger Hellcat. That's like my dream of modern muscle. But it's great that they did this new tooling. It's been a successful run for them, and then to do the Hellcat like this, we all talk about wanting to get interest with the younger car guys, which there's not a lot of car guys like it was back when we were young. And this is the kind of stuff that will get the car guys that are younger into maybe looking into doing some model building too. So it's good that they're doing kits like this. There's still some cool cars that modern cars today that need to be kitted, and it's great that round 2 models has taken this on and been doing these modern kits, because they're selling well and we like them too. I think that this Charger is a cool car, man. I just, like I said, I really want to do a Hellcat. I wonder how much could transfer to the Challenger, because they never updated the Challenger. It's like the first go around, and what was it, the 09 Challenger that they put out years ago. It'd be nice to see that kit updated now that the Challenger's gone. It's not even a modern car. It's quickly becoming a classic. So let's check out the rest of this.
It really goes together awesome. So obviously with the Hellcat version, you've got the wide body, which is a completely different body. You've got the Hellcat hood, the Hellcat wheels, and there's differences in the engine. There's a supercharger for it. So a lot of parts on this that were not included in the other Charger kits. You can see here on the side some of the call outs of the wheels that come with it. Look at the supercharger.
See, they're saying it's a completely different body, so they're not just throwing in the wide body flares. Kind of a bummer. I would have liked to have had those flares separate to maybe use them on other things, but they just went ahead and tooled up a whole body. That's pretty cool. There's probably a few other differences between the Hellcat and a regular Charger anyway, so they needed to do a whole body.
Again, these are one-to-one actual vehicle photos here, but these are very crisp built up. We actually featured a build-up of this also on our Instagram page, so you can see how good you can make this kit look. That detailed interior has a ton of stuff in it, and then here you can see on the decal sheet, so the options to do
Nice
all the
detail
different
sheet.
Hellcat striping. We've got black and purple striping there. All of these little parts and pieces to really detail out the tail lights and the headlights and all the little accessory parts for this. License plate lights, your gauges are in there, all of the other little badges are in there. And then look there at the back of it, where you can see
Good
the
amount of
full
parts.
overview of all of the parts that come in this kit. So really excited to see what you guys are going to do, take this kit and run with it, and really cool for that Hellcat. So next up, with new tooling or partial new tooling, we have the AMT 32 Ford two-door sedan street rod kit. So this kit has not been out in a very long time, and that was because the two-door sedan body, the tooling was lost. It had been lost for years, long before Round 2 started doing the AMT kits. So we actually went back and we retooled a new body for the 32 Ford two-door.
That should be interesting because that was a cool kit. I had one. I did a video. I recently actually traded off that kit. If you remember, uh, there we show that I did a quick review of it because it was that kind of icky plastic that they were doing back in the late 70s. The kit itself was always a pretty cool 32 Ford, and I didn't realize that the body had been lost. That's cool they're bringing this back because I always thought this was a neat kit and a cool looking car. It was always a popular kit, so it should do well.
So you can bring this back. The street rod kit is cool because you can build it in two different ways. You can build stock, as you can see here, or you can build
Oh, that's
some
gangster.
street rod versions of the kit. So the stock one, of course, you got kind of the stock wheels, stock look, stock height, and the Ford flathead engine that are included. And then here on the street rod version, you can see where you can remove the fenders, really have the engine exposed there.
Great wheels.
Stripped down, hopped up rod version. Of course, the custom wheels that come with it. And then on the engine here, you've got the Flying Wedge 427 with all the custom parts and pieces included. And a look there at the parts tree on the back, so you can see some of the ways that this kit goes together.
Yeah, you see the new body
Really, a lot to do in this kit, and then as anyone knows with Hot Rod 32 Ford sedans, you guys can really take this kit and add a bunch of custom stuff and run with it, build an unlimited amount of these. So really excited for this one to come back out as well. Along a similar vein of vintage racing, we've also got the return for the 1933 Willys Gasser. Now, this is the Malco Gasser, and this is part of our tin series. So last month we showed the Malco Mustang, and these kind of silent box style tins are really collectible. Great looking artwork. Jeff Allison did the art for this one. He also did the art on the
I love
Mustang kit. So these would be great to build up and display with the tins next to each other. You can see here some of the features.
Yeah, I am becoming a fan of Jeff's artwork. I really love the box art, and I get real attracted to box art. Sometimes I buy kits just for it, which is an interesting subject coming up. And that looks really cool on the side there. It looks like it's the real car.
A look at a built-up kit for that Malco
Oh, it's
Gasser.
a built-up.
You can see
Man, that is nice. That looks like a real car.
There, the drag slicks that come with it. You can see the
Nice
decal sheets that are here. There's pie crust style wheels, which are really cool, and also wide wheels that are in the kit. A little information here.
Let's look at some.
about the
I
Gasser
gotta go back here.
Here,
This is
there's pie crust
interesting
style.
here. You're telling me that's a model? That's a built-up? That looks like the real car. There's no way that's the model. That's the real car right there. Because if that's a model, that whoever that it didn't come from that kit. I mean, I'm not knocking that kit, but that's an old kit. Things aren't that detailed. Look at all that suspension underneath, and that is a picture of the real car. Not knocking it. It's cool when they have pictures of the real car. It's good to have reference. That is a cool looking car, and it's still a really, for an old kit, still a great kit. So let's get going.
Decal sheets that are here. There's pie crust style wheels, which are really cool, and also
Tires.
wide wheels that are in the kit. A little information here about the
Yeah,
Gasser
because that's
Wars
those are
and
modern slicks
the
on
world's
that.
wildest Willys in 1/25th scale. And then on the back of the tin here, you see the parts and pieces needed to put together this
Nice.
kit. So another great collectible, and one that's gonna really be fun to see what you guys build it out as. Another kit with a lot of fun options is the Ford 57 Fairlane kit coming back here from AMT.
That old rag.
What's cool about this kit, there's a lot of features in this. So this actually it's got opening doors on this kit. So you can build that out. You can build it out with steerable wheels. Great looking new box art here on it. This vintage style box art really is a cool, like, old painting style. See here on the side some of those features I was talking about with the opening doors. There's some pre-lettered drag slicks included. Again, the variations for the motor. So you can do a Paxton supercharger. You can do a stock Thunderbird V8 or the Hillborn Ram tube fuel injection drag setup here coming off the top. And then a look there kind of at the back of the car with this 3-in-1 kit. So another great illustration there on that box art. And
one thing to know, and I know everybody goes, well, we got the Revell kit. Well, remember, the Revell is a 2-door post. So this is the only way you can have the open, whatever, coupe, hardtop. I always confuse those. You guys can correct me. With the post, without the post, I always forget which is which. Coupe, hard tops, whatever they call them. But you don't have the post with this one. So if you want to do a non-post car, that's the easiest way for me to remember it. Go ahead, get this kit. It builds up into a pretty nice model. Like I've had the old one. It's old tooling, but it was really good tooling. The doors are a little sloppy, but I'm sure that's why we're builders, man. We figure out better ways to make the kits. So you got really good bones here. It's cool that they brought this one back. Cool looking car, cool looking kit.
There's a look at the parts overview on the back. You can see all the different trees that you get. Next up, we've got some Hot Wheels kits coming for you guys. So we're going to start with the MPC Python. This is an awesome kit. Great looking box art on this. A real throwback style to Hot Wheels. Now, the Python is a show car that was the inspiration for one of the original Sweet 16 Hot Wheels cars. So we have done this great box art where it's a variation to really show the Python, kind of how it looked. But you can see here some of the features that come with the kit that are really awesome, like a rotating Hot Wheels display stand included there, shown in orange. You've got pad printed red line tires included in this. So again, building a Hot Wheels kit.
I got it. I tell you, I'm not a huge show rod kit fan, show rods at all. But this one I have to get because when I was little, I was at that age when Hot Wheels came out in '68. I had a whole bunch of the very first ones, and one of them I had was a candy apple red, I think it was, of this car and Python, whatever. It was one of my favorite Hot Wheels. I found it because it's so non-symmetrical, that whole front end and everything, and I just was always intrigued by the Hot Wheel itself. So I think I want to build a model of my Hot Wheel, and I really dig that little rotating display stand. That's cool. That should be. It'll probably. We'll see. We'll get one. We'll take a look at it on the channel. But I'm looking forward to this one.
Got to have the red line tires. This builds up to about 6.5 inches long. It's got a detailed engine in it. It's got mag wheels, the water slide decals, which you can see here.
Sweet.
Build these Hot Wheels versions. Another look at a built-up kit there on the side. You can see really how cool that kit looks, and that parts overview on the back.
I just got an idea. If you guys
next up with the Hot Wheels,
you guys ever watch the Model Car Enthusiast podcast here on this channel? Just the last one we did, we talked about chrome plating and chrome paint and all that stuff. And with chrome plating service over at Spotlight Hobbies, I wouldn't mind sending one of these bodies to get chrome plated, and then shoot clear red over it to candy it. and get that Hot Wheels look. I think that would give it that more Hot Wheels look. Because that's pretty much what Hot Wheels did. They used to just shoot a kind of a candy over the raw metal, the die cast metal, and we just give it that typical Hot Wheels look from back in the day. And that's what I remember so much about this model. That would be a cool project to do.
Wheels license. Another MPC kit, the 57 Chevy Flip Nose.
No, that's
This is
always a
done
good
in the
one.
style of a more modern, like blue card Hot Wheels. Great looking art on the front here. Of course, with the flip nose, what's cool about this one, it's got the flip up body, but we've also, of course, we'll have Hot Wheels decals in it. It's got two different options for
That's
the windows. You
basically
do
the
clear or
Chevy
clear blue
57.
window options and pad printed tires. So looking at the side here,
It's always
you
good
can
to bring your
see
kit back anyway.
the Chevy V8 that comes with it, the of the flip up front end, so with the really showing off the engine here, that blue version for the glass, which is adds a great looking kind of Gasser style look to this vehicle. You got the Goodyear racing slicks, and here a better look at those decal sheets and that flip nose action on the front for this 57.
I got to say something. I got to say something about the glass. Just remember gassers, and boy, I have mentioned this before, and it gets heated. You guys get mad about us. There's some of those guys get mad about that. Real gassers, it looks like it in the pictures, but I'm telling you, if you go see a real gasser, the windshield is clear, and it's cool that they give you both parts because you're going to want to put the clear windshield in if you use the blue sides and back, because they were never allowed to have colored glass for a windshield. Obviously, the driver has to be able to see clearly when they're going at top speed, especially in these back in the day when the gassers were maniac going down the strip. You better have all your faculties together and be able to have all your senses working properly. You didn't want to have any type of tinted glass in the front windshield. It just would look like that depending on the angle of how they would take the pictures, because everything inside you had red or you had blue. It would make the whole inside look that way. And they always had clear windshields. So it's cool that you have the option to do that if you want to be correct in building your gasser. I know down in the comments, I bet you there's some people screaming at me. That gets people mad for some reason. I don't know. But I just wanted to bring that up.
And then a look at the parts tree on the back of that as well.
It's always a cool kit. I love this kit.
And lastly, for the Hot Wheels kits, we also have the AMT 69 Chevy COPO Camaro. So again, done up to match blue card art for Hot Wheels. Great looking artwork here on the front of this for the COPO Camaro. This is a paint and glue kit for this one. Includes Hot Wheels.
I still will say, man, you want to do a 69 Camaro, the Revell. It's just stellar. But this was an old tooling, and it was pretty good. I remember when we had just that monogram one back in the 80s and early 90s. Well, it was 1990 when Revell came out with their 69 Camaro that changed everything for us 69 Camaro lovers. It was the old monogram. I know it's a loved kit, but it's so far off, and it was a bummer. And I remember to find this was based off of the old MPC. To find an old MPC 69 Camaro back then was such a find. It's a hard. They had the convertible was still being pumped out, but it was so hard to find a hard top version of it. Because they stopped making them like in the early 80s. So it was a sought after kit back in those days. So it does build into a very nice looking 69 Camaro.
Decals, pad printed vinyl tires, and again, a look there. You can see there's a 427 engine, with this being a COPO car, of course, has that 427 Super Scoop hood, bucket seats, rear spoiler, wide street tires, with two sets of wheel options, and that detailed interior. Look there at the decal sheet, and the parts tree on the back.
There you go.
And then lastly, for all the automotive kits, a big one, the AMT Ford dump truck LNT 8000 Louisville line. So great looking box art on here for the dump truck. Been a little while since we put the dump truck out. So always an exciting build to put those together. These big rig kits have a ton of parts included with them. You can see here on the side some of the details, like the interior. the cockpit, the V8 diesel engine that's included with it, the frame parts, chrome plated rear outer wheels and inner wheels.
Bringing out the
decal sheet has a lot of great
universal
options on there for building out.
I always like that.
You can also see on the side kind of how that dump bed works, and that front end flips forward.
Very nice and articulating model. I never got.
Here is the look at 336 parts on this kit. So again, you big rig guys really have a lot of patience to build this many pieces. I love looking at the big rig builds and seeing what great stuff you guys do and the amount of detail that's put into this. This has over 90 some just chrome parts in it. So really excited to bring that out. That's everything that we've got for all of the model kits, the die cast, and the slot.
All right. Well, so there you go. There's my reaction to the kits that coming out this month. Probably a lot of them are already out in the stores. I'm a huge Round 2 models fan. I love they keep putting out a lot of the cool old kits, and then with the sale of those old kits, they're able to start tooling up some new stuff and new tooling for a lot of these old kits. You know, bringing back that 32 two-door. I didn't realize that thing was gone, and now it's back again. So that's a pretty cool kit to have. Those are neat. But I'm a 57 Chevy. It's always cool that Gasser 57 Chevy was always a neat kit. And it's like, I don't know how long you've been a modeler, but if you were a modeler back in the 80s, the late 80s and the 90s, a lot of these kits, like, for instance, I remember trying to get a hold of another one of those 57 Chevy flip nose, the Gasser, the Spirit of 57 kit. For a while, they were going for big money to find a good one. You know, them bringing it back about, 15 years ago or something like that, way back when, was such a, oh, thank goodness, because all the old kits I had either was in that really evasive red dyed plastic, which was their last MPC run in the 80s, or you'd have a hit and miss with that black one that came out in the late 70s. If you could get a hold of one of those and still pay a lot of money. I did a video right here about that, how it had really bad plastic. You start sanding on it and it would start shredding. And that model was no good. And at the time when I was building that, they had just brought back the Spirit of 57. So I ran out and bought one of those, and I'm able to build the 57 Chevy Gasser that I always wanted to build. It's just so cool that they bring all these kits back. I hear a lot of the noise out there. People complain about it. I don't know why. I don't think you lived in a time period where we wanted all these old kits back and we thought they were gone forever. And Round 2 had, when they came and bought up MPC, AMT, and all that, and they started bringing out all the old kits that were gone for decades. Us old guys, we really did appreciate it and still do. I still pick up a lot of those kits. It's nice that they come out, and there's a lot of people that never had the opportunity to have those kits back in the day, and now you can go to your hobby shop and buy them. So that's my soapbox. I'm off it. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Haven't done a reaction video in a while. They are fun. I have a good time doing these, and I will keep up with hitting these, other reaction videos I would like to start doing too, of whatever's out there. But I'm definitely going to once a month do these reaction videos to the Round 2 videos, because they got some cool stuff coming out this year. Some really cool, bringing back some stuff that had been long gone that I'm really looking forward to seeing. So I'm going to be keeping my eye on Round 2 models and waiting for one particular kit, because we're going to have Luka C Products is going to have some stuff for that kit that's pretty cool, and we'll let you know about that one when it gets closer to the true announcement for it. So you all can think about what that might be. If you know me and watch this channel regularly, you're going to know what one I'm talking about. So I want to thank you all for watching, and remember, we got to keep gluing those fingers together and keep cutting that styrene, and we will see you in the next video. Here's the producers.